This is a retro gamer's dream, the ASUS ROG Ally. I was excited to make a video for this because if you're a retro gamer, this can play every game console you've ever collected for. To put that in perspective, this is powerful enough to play Nintendo Switch. This plays Steam games, Xbox Game Pass, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3. It can't play the Xbox One series or PlayStation 4 or 5, but everything else you can put on here, including the arcade, old PC gaming, and I can take it with me on the go, or I can plug it into my TV. So just to give you a visual, I'm using the Xbox One controller that's Bluetooth, and I'm playing Mario Sunshine on GameCube. And I'm using a mouse and keyboard playing Duke Nukem 3D on Windows 98. This is a gaming PC in your hands, which is in direct competition with the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck runs Linux, whereas this has Windows 11. The Steam Deck has 2 extra trackpads you can use along with the 2 joysticks and a touchscreen that's 720p, where this just has the 2 joysticks and a touchscreen at 1080p. It comes with standard bumpers and triggers and 2 paddle buttons on the back, and all the buttons are fully customizable. You can customize the RGB lights behind the joysticks as well. On the top you have a headphone jack, micro SD slot. I picked up a 1TB card that's U3A2 for the best compatible speed. I'll have some links in the description for different sizes of these if you're interested. It has a USB-C power port and also support for an external GPU expansion, which is completely optional. I picked up a gaming charger dock, which allows me to play on my TV through HDMI 2 and also has a USB input. Keep in mind that this 60-watt charger dock is the best one to get for the ASUS ROG Ally because other users have tried third-party docks and the ASUS doesn't perform as well when plugged into those. There's also volume control, battery and power indicators, and a power button with fingerprint recognition. It comes with your standard select and start buttons, but below those you have your command center button, which I'll go over briefly in a sec, and your armory crate button with your game library and settings. Under your command center button, you can control the performance of the Ally by changing it from silent, performance, or turbo. Turbo will use the most power and drain your battery quicker, but it depends on the game and how it's performing. You can also set up custom game profiles. You can change a bunch of other settings in here. It's all customizable and depends on how each game performs. Under your armory crate button, you have your game library, and to the right there's settings where you can fully customize all your buttons, RGB lighting, and a bunch more for this entire console. It's truly a gaming beast that can play up to 120 Hz, but all that power comes at a higher price. The base version has an AMD Ryzen Z1 processor and comes in at $599.99 US, and the more powerful version with a more robust GPU, which I'd recommend, has an AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme processor but comes in at $699.99 US. The models come with 512 GB of internal SSD storage, which you can upgrade yourself. It's worth noting that it does come with 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. The gaming charger dock comes in at around $65 US, but I'd recommend it to play on your TV with best performance. And if you want to get really Michael Keaton nuts, you can get the mobile dock that expands your GPU externally for around $1,500 US, but that is completely optional. You don't need that unless you're a hardcore gamer. Given the cost of these handheld gaming PCs, instead of thinking about this as a handheld purchase, you should be thinking about this as your next console purchase. So yeah, hopefully that gives you some good insight on the ASUS ROG Ally. I'm in the mood to play some Sega Dreamcast, so I might go play that now, but if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and like the video. It helps me out a lot. I'll see you in the next one.